Area Racing League practice session for Sunday's Russian Grand Prix. I'm your host BeanoDeano and I will be commentating for tonight's practice session. Just waiting to see how many turn up. This is not a mandatory practice session, so it's entirely optional for people to join or not. I did race in this league, but I have now left the league in a driving capacity. But I will be sticking around to do commentary, so make sure you support the league, support the channel, like, subscribe, comment, all that lot. And of course, if you do fancy getting involved, you do want to take part in the racing, message myself on PlayStation, or drop a comment down below, and we'll get an induction and that sorted out. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 seats left, but I'm not sure. So yeah, we'll just see how this goes. I did do commentary for the Sprint Championship, but we did end the Sprint Championship because not enough people were turning up. So we kind of merged it into the Endurance Championship on a Sunday. So, and I think it was 2 races ago we did sprint qualifying. That was the 2nd or 3rd sprint qualifying session that we'd done. So make sure you go out and check that out as well. Yeah, so we'll hopefully have a good practice session, and then we'll have a good race on Sunday. I know there's a few new drivers, so we'll see how they get on. But we got Robbo in there, we got Mark, Scooby, Sick as Muck, Peaks. So Sick as Muck is Matt and Peaks is Paul. So we'll see how we get on. I'm looking forward to it. So it's a 30-minute practice session, 1-shot quality, 25% race. And then for Sunday's race, it'll be a short qualifying session, which is around 18 minutes. And then it's a 25% race. It's a 50% race. It's a 50% race. So that's normally between the late 20s and the early 30s. In terms of laps, depending on the circuit length and that. So we have a Discord, we have an Instagram, we have a Stewards, we have lots of content going on. So well worth getting involved. There's a number of good drivers, there's a number of quick drivers, there's a couple of really top drivers. Everyone's generally friendly. Yeah, I've made friends with a few people through this. Naturally, I've come across a few wrong ones as well, but generally it's a league full of decent, honest people. They all just want to have a bit of fun and go racing. So at the moment it looks like there's only 4, but as I say, this is purely optional. You don't have to turn up for practice. Just an opportunity for maybe some new guys to get used to the way that the rules are and the leagues run. And of course, some people, it might be the first time on F1, it might be the first F1 game they've ever bought. You know, they might not be used to this track. Some people who've maybe been away, not played the F1 games for a few years, this might be the first time that they come to this track as well. So we've got a mixture of situations and different people and that. So But yeah, on a Sunday, on the Sunday for the race, there's normally between 10 to 15 people. And like I say, there's mixed abilities throughout the grid. You see Robbo F96 in the Mercedes. He's currently leading the standings. Not entirely sure what the standings are, but I know that Robbo's leading. He's won a number of races this season, and he's become a bit of a god at the game. So he's definitely the one to watch in terms of the top of the timesheets. Peaks has been away for a few weeks, missed a few races, so it's interesting to see how he gets on. Matt, that's sick as muck in the Williams. He's had a couple of decent races now. Had a bit of a shaky start, but in the last couple of races seems to have found a bit of pace. I had a good battle with him in Monza. It was very unfortunate to crash out of that race, but because he completed more than 90% of the distance, he was still awarded a classification. This Alex Scooby, I believe he's a new driver. I don't recognise him, so I'm interested to see how he gets on. Anyway, it looks like they're ready to ready up. But yeah, this weekend it's the Sochi Autodrome in Russia. It's a 5.848 kilometre circuit, which is 3.634 miles. It's got 18 turns, and this year's Grand Prix, bear with me one second. This year's Grand Prix was won by Lewis Hamilton after a little bit of rain at the end. But we're into practice now. As I say, it does look like we've only got 4 drivers. Anyone in the league can take part in practice, and they can join at any point. But it might be that we see other drivers join throughout the session. I think the least amount of drivers we've had for a race is 8, and I think the most we've had is about 15. So generally, we look at having about 12-13 drivers, which is good enough to give us a good Grand Prix. For practice, there's no damage. It's dry weather. In the race on Sunday, and for the qualifying on Sunday, it'll be dynamic weather. Safety car will be on. Points are awarded as per the normal points in Formula 1, so it's 25 for a win, 18 for second, 15 for third, 12 for fourth, 10 for fifth, and so on. And the point awarded for the fastest lap. So it doesn't look like we've got any drivers heading out at the moment. Oh, and just as I say that, we've got Matt in the Williams heading out for the first run of this session. Get some detail here. So he's got his setup on. He's got the hard tyres on. And he's on his out lap. He's on the back straight now, heading towards the final sector. We've got Art Scooby also out, and he's out lap. We've got Mercedes in the pit. Looks like Matt's heading to start his first line lap. So we're going to follow him on his first lap on the hard tyres. He crosses the line to start the lap. DRS wide open. Down one of the fastest straights on the Formula 1 calendar. Heavy braking. But he looks fairly neat and tidy through there. You can see the ERS usage and the DRS. The speedometer at the bottom. The track map in the bottom right, showing you where the other drivers out on the track currently are. And not surprising, he's on purple in sector 1, as is the first lap of the session. He's looking fairly neat and tidy so far. He's heading towards the end of sector 2 now. Be onto the back straight. Got the DRS open. This has been a very smooth, clean first lap so far. We're on board with him now. Neat and tidy through there. We're on board with him for the final couple of corners. This should put him around 134, yeah, or 134.846. That was a smooth lap to begin with. I know he's got more pace in him, and he is running the hard tyres. I'm going to join Art Scooby now, who looks like he may well backed off on his first lap. Warming his tyres. The Alpine driver, so he's taken my seat, because the Alpine was what I was driving, so good luck to him. I hope it goes well. It looks like he's going to come round to start his flying lap. And it begins. Down the start finish straight. DRS wide open. Nice and tidy through there. There's a Mercedes of peaks just in front of him. I'm sure the Mercedes will get out of the way. Which he does. One of the hardest corners here on the calendar. And it's fairly neat and tidy. He's using his ERS, and it's a 34.612. He didn't use the curve though. I think he's starting off slow and steady. It's looking nice. He's onto the back straight. He opens the DRS. He's got the ERS as well. Heavy braking into this right-hander now. Oh, well, I think he might have gone a little bit wide there. Tricky complex now. He's coming to finish the lap. This is going to put him in second place on a 136.872. So it's still currently Matt at the top. We've got Peak starting a flying lap. We've got Robbo just about to start a flying lap. We'll follow Peaks for the moment. Looks as if Peaks is running the medium tyre, indeed he is. That's the yellow wall tyre. So I'm expecting Peaks to go significantly quicker here. What about Robbo? Robbo is on, he has gone quicker, he's on the movement as well. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1 and sector 2. Has there been a spin? I can't see one. We're joining back up with Peaks at the moment. He opens the DRS. The Mercedes cruising down the back straight. Very, very tricky left-hander into a shot. Right-hander, heavy braking. Nice and neat through there. He's just got about 4 corners to go to finish the lap. Nice and clean through there. And heading towards the end of the lap now. I'm expecting this to put in possibly second, probably third. And it is second, a 1:36.409. We're joined on Robos, who jumped straight to the top of the time sheets with a 1:33.353. That is just short of 1.5 seconds, so just short of 1.5 seconds quicker than Matt. However, Matt is on the hard tyres, Robbo is on the mediums. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3. Oh, I don't know what's going on with Matt there, but certainly brought a yellow flag out. Peaks is 7/10 quicker on this lap through the first sector, so Peaks is definitely on it. It's going through sector 2 now, very twisty section. He's heading towards the back straight. DRS wide open. Shoots down the straight. It's very nice and tidy. And he's 2.005 quicker. He's over 2 seconds quicker. This is the type of pace that I expected to see from Peaks. We're joining on board with him through the final couple of corners. Oh, bit of oversteer there. Little bit of oversteer, but he's corrected it. And it should put him comfortably second. I don't think he'll beat Robbo's time. And he does go second by 2.4 seconds quicker than the other lap. And he goes into second place by 0.6 of a second as Robbo goes even quicker on the mediums. It's a 1:32.665. That is mega quick. We're joining on board with Peaks again, who looks like he's going for another lap. He's 1.1 seconds quicker through sector 1. Peaks is on it. Oh, and he's gone wide. Certainly lost a lot of time there. Unfortunate there for the Mercedes man, who looks as if, well, he's a Mercedes driver now, so he's taken Miles' seat. Peaks, formerly of the Red Bull team, has switched to the Mercedes team. 0.6 of a second quicker through sector 2, so he's lost some time there, but he's still up on his previous best time. He'll need a meteoric sector 3 to beat Robbo. And he's coming into the pits. Enter the pits. The limiter's on. Robbo coming round. Looks like he's going to do another lap. We're joined on board with Robbo. He's got the ERS on. He's got the DRS wide open. Now, let's see what he can do. Can he go quicker? Heavy braking right-hander. Tricky corner this. For this long curving left-hander. Very, very easy to lose it on here. Nice and clean and tidy. Makes it look effortless. And he's best part of 0.3 of a second quicker through sector 1. He's looking good to improve his time here. Nice and clean through sector 2. Matt gets out of the way. The Williams is no trouble. And the Mercedes of Robbo F96 looks like he's on for an even quicker lap. He's on 3 lap old mediums. Wait till he puts on the softs. And he's lost a bit of time in sector 2. He's 9/100ths down. Can he have a good end to the lap? Will he complete the lap or will he bring it back into the pit? And he's bringing it in to the pit. We've had half of the session has gone so far. So we've got Robbo on a 132.6, Peaks on a 133.9. Excuse me, Matt on a 134.8 and Art Scooby on a 136.8. I suspect Art Scooby probably has more in the tank. Peaks, I think, definitely has more in the tank. Matt, I'm expecting to go quicker than Robbo's done exactly what I thought he'd do. Jump straight to the top of the time sheet straight away and go quicker and quicker and quicker. And he's certainly the best bet for the world title this season. Watch out Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen, that's all I'm saying. But we're on board with Matt now. He's got the medium tyres on. He definitely looks more at ease with the car. Speaking to him during the battle we had at Monza, I know he found it a bit of a struggle to begin with, but he certainly looks like he's on it now, and it's refreshing to see. And he's just over a tenth quicker. He's almost a tenth and a half quicker through sector 2. So if he can have a good exit to the lap, a good end to the lap, I should say, he may well go quicker. There's a car ahead of him, and it's ARK Scooby, but Matt does go quicker on a 133.3, and he is ahead of Peaks by just short of 0.6 of a second. We've got Art Scooby now out on soft tyres. See what he can do with the quickest rubber, that's the red wall soft tyre. And he's 0.3 slower, so I suspect he might have had a scruffy start to the lap. Oh, he nearly lost it. We've got Matt who's just over 0.7 quicker slower than Robbo. We've got Peaks who's 1.2 slower, and Scooby who is best part of 2 seconds slower. heading out on the hard tyres. And we got Robbo out on the soft tyres. Surely Robbo's going to go even quicker. He'll end up in the 131 for sure, possibly maybe even the 130. He's 0.4 of a second quicker. On board him through the final sector. Just makes the driving look so effortless. And he spun, oh, and that is a big spin from Robbo. He'd be disappointed if that happens in the real life race. That came out of nowhere. We'll join with Peaks now, who looks like he's preparing for a flying lap. He's on his out lap. Gives it a bootful, comes around the penultimate corner, now to the last corner. The start is flying lap. Let's join on board and we'll enjoy a lap of Peak. A second quicker through sector 1. He had a little bit of a wobble there, but it's looking good. .2 quicker through sector 2. This is looking like it's a good lap from Peaks. He needs a good final sector, and he's given it too much. Big slide there. He will have lost time. He may well go quicker, but I suspect he's lost quite a bit of time in that slide. Let's see where this puts him. I suspect he will go quicker, and he does go quicker by still over a second. That was a brilliant lap from Peaks to go 2:10.230 slower than Robbo on the hard tyre. That's a mammoth time from Peaks. But without that slide, he'd definitely have gone quicker. He'd have definitely gone top spot. That's for sure. Art Scooby preparing for his flying lap. He's got the soft tyres on, the quickest of the three compounds. Let's enjoy a lap from the new Alpine driver. welcome back to practice, Wednesday night practice for Sunday's Russian Grand Prix for the Top Gear Racing League. We've currently got Robbo quickest on a 1:32.6, then it's Peaks almost a quarter of a second down, Matt 3/4 of a second down, and then Scooby who's just short of 2 seconds down. With 5 minutes left, I suspect most people will be doing the soft runs. Robbo's now started his flying lap on his soft run tyres. Let's join on board with him, see how he handles the soft tyres. He's handled the mediums and the hard tyres pretty well. He's almost half a second up on sector 1. Oh, and he had a bit of oversteer again, and he's had another slide. So he's handled the medium tyres very well. He handled the the hard tyres not too bad. The soft tyres seem to be causing Robbo a little bit of an issue. I wonder if he's tweaked his setup a little bit, because he definitely doesn't look as comfortable on the medium tyres. Sorry, definitely doesn't look as comfortable on soft tyres as he does on the medium. But he's half a second up still, so he's managed to get it back. But he certainly would have lost time in that slide. The last couple of corners, nice and tidy through there. He'll go across the line quicker, will he? Yeah, 1:31.873, 0.792 quicker. But he certainly could have gone a lot quicker than that. He lost time. He lost time just after sector 1. We've now got Matt on the soft tyres. We've got Scooby on the soft tyres. We'll join with Matt, see how he gets on. Excellent camera shot there. Nice and tidy. And he's 0.11 down. Unlucky there for Matt. We've got Peaks and Scooby in the pits. We've got Matt and Robbo out on the track. The brake disc glowing orange. Nice and tidy through that chicane. And Matt looks like he's heading into the pits, and I suspect that will be it as far as that's concerned. Anyone wanting to do another lap will be leaving now. Peaks is out on track. Anyone who's not left the garage by about 1:35 really will not be getting another time. So it's just Peaks out on track. He'll make it round for one more flying lap, and then that will be it. He's got the soft tyres on. The only man not to set his best time on the soft tyres. But he's a very quick driver. If he can hook up all the corners, he will go for a triple short. So he starts his final lap. Got the ERS open, the DRS open. Nicely done through there. This is looking good so far. This is looking good. 0.3 of a second quicker. Keep it nice and tidy, and you'll be on for a good lap. And he has kept it nice and tidy. We'll join on board with him through this tricky sector 2. Looks very, very smooth, the Mercedes driver. He's on the back straight. DRS wide open. No one else around him. He's the only man on track who can improve. And he's 0.7 of a second quicker now. So if he has a good final sector, he should go quicker by a substantial amount. Nice and tidy through there. Smooth out of that one. Through the penultimate corner. This is going to put him quicker. Needs a good final corner. Comes across the line. And where did that put him? That put Peaks at the top of the timing sheet with a 1:31.539. That was a mammoth lap from the Mercedes driver. Well done to Peaks. Robbo in second on a 1:31.8. We've got Matt, and then we've got Art Scooby. Very, very well done. But now we jump straight into the one-shot qualifying session. You've got one lap to make it count. Make it a good one, boys, because you don't get a second chance here. This should be an interesting battle. I'm expecting the pole position battle to be between Peaks and Robbo, but it's who can keep it clean, who can keep the lap validated. We're gonna join with. We'll follow the leader, and at the moment the leader is Matt. We've got Matt on the soft tyres. We've got Peaks on the soft tyres. We've got Robo on the soft tyres, and Scooby's on the soft tyres. So nobody's gone for the mediums. Let's get some detail up on here. Matt's still currently quickest. Oh, he's had a bit of a slow period there. Robbo's overtaking him. Robbo's currently our quickest driver. Then it's Matt, then it's Peaks, then it's Scooby. How does Robbo cope with this final sector? It's not bad. It's not bad. Nice and tidy through there. Got a couple of corners to go. And I think Robbo's probably going to get pole position, which he does a 1:31.800. That is a quick time. I'll wait to see the classification. So it's Robbo on pole, Matt in second, Paul in third, and Art Scooby didn't unfortunately set a lap in fourth place. So it's Mercedes, Williams, Mercedes and Alpine. And now it's a 25% race, which I believe is 13 laps, I think. I think it's a 13 lap race. Gotta be expecting a Robbo win here. he does look in superior form. But if Peaks can get it together, he has a chance. He definitely has a chance. Looks like they're ready to start. Three seconds, 2 seconds, 1. The lights are coming on. The 5 lights are on. It's lights out and away we go. It's a great start from Robbo. Matt's had a bit of a slow one. Pete's had a good start. Art Scooby, look at Art Scooby, the Alpine. Currently into second place. Wow. Magnificent start from the new Alpine driver. Matt's had a bit of a disappointing start, and so Pete's, although Matt's now into second, but it's Robbo who leads from Matt, from Pete's, from Scooby. Pete's and Scooby having a right good ding-dong battle. Looks like Peaks has finally got ahead of him, but Scooby's not far behind. Robert currently first, but he's got Matt breathing down his neck. But Matt's also got Peaks behind him, who's looking very quick. We're on board with Peaks now. Is he thinking about a move? I think he's maybe a little bit too far back. Robbo was untroubled at the start. Peaks and Matt, they both looked like they were struggling a little bit, but it looks like they've got it together now. Robbo's quickest, 1:35.986. Peaks has got the ERS, and he's in the slipstream of Matt. The Mercedes behind the Williams. Will the Mercedes make a move? I think he's a little bit too far back, but he's very close. The Alpine towards, well, the Alpine at the back. I think Scooby might have lost connection at some point there. Back at the front is Peaks chasing down Matt. Robbo's got a nice 1 second lead. Matt's trying to bring it down. What Robbo's trying to do is trying to get away from Matt by over a second so that Matt won't be able to use the DRS. Although I think Matt's going to have to focus on Peaks behind rather than Robbo in front of him. Peaks is closer this time. Will he make a move? No. Thinks about it and thinks better of it. Why make the move there when you're going to have DRS on the next lap anyway? But it's Robbo who's going to come through first to complete lap 2. And as the DRS is enabled, Peaks has the ERS. He has the DRS wide open, you can see there. He's in the slipstream of Matt. Pulls to the right. Matt comes to cover him, but I think Peaks is going to have it. And that's a brilliant move. Oh, and Matt gives him a little nudge behind. But Peaks has the position. He's 1.7 seconds slower. Well, behind his teammate Robbo, I should say. But it's currently a Mercedes 1-2. And then it's a Williams Alpine 3-4. And already Peaks has got ahead of Matt. And he's taken over a 1/10 of a second out of Robbo's time. Peaks is absolutely flying. I wouldn't say Robbo's struggling because I know how good Robbo is. He's an excellent driver, but Peaks is on it tonight. He is absolutely on it. And if this is the pace that he has for this Sunday's race, well, don't count Peaks out for a win. That's one thing in this league. If you bet on someone, you've got to be sure, because people surprise you. People do surprise you. The gap between Peaks and Matt is just around the half a second mark. Matt will have DRS, unquestionably. Peaks sets the fastest time of 1:34.457, but he's pulled enough of a gap. He's using the DRS. He's still ahead of Matt. Matt has the DRS, but he can't use it. He just can't use the pace that he has. Back at the front, Robbo looking very, very smooth. He just glides around the track. He looks like he never looks like he breaks into a sweat. He just looks at one with the car. If this is the pace that Robbo has, then it could be an interesting battle between the two Mercedes guys. Can't count Cal out in the Alpine, can't count out Shane in the Ferrari. That's a good thing about this league. There's plenty of top drivers, plenty of drivers who can win. But it's not about winning once, it's about winning consistently, and that is what Robbo has got. And it looks like we've had an overtake from Matt on Peaks. I didn't see it. Oh, and we've got Peaks pitting. This is an early pit stop. Comes in, the pit limit is on, and he's coming in to pit for the medium tyres. The yellow tyres go on, the red tyres come off. So he's down to third place, but he's made his pit stop. But he's kept third place. And he's now gonna chase down Matt and Robbo, who will both have to make a pit stop. We'll join on board with Robbo now. He's got just over 3.8 seconds. It's almost 4 seconds, the gap between Robbo and Matt. You can see the ERS usage there. He's got 12% of the battery left. Whereas we look at Matt behind, and he's got close to 40% of the battery left. Robbo comes across the line now, goes quicker. back to the final part of tonight's practice race for the Russian Grand Prix, the Top Gear Racing League event this Sunday at the Sochi Autodrome. We got Robbo leading. Oh, but he's been given a 3-second time penalty. He has been given a penalty. Matt's currently in the pits for the medium tyres. Peak sets a new fastest lap. Robbo leads. He's still to make a pit stop. He's got a 27.5 second advantage, but he has a 3-second time penalty. Now that will be important. Not so much for this race, but for this Sunday's race, penalties to be taken into account could affect the positions quite dramatically. Oh, and he spun! And he spun! And that's a disaster for Robbo! That was a disaster for the Mercedes driver. He's definitely lost time there. Wow. If he'd have done that in the real Sunday race, he'd have been out the race for sure, because he'd have suffered irreparable damage there. And I wonder if the tyres are just starting to go off. He must be thinking about a pit stop now. Yep, he's coming into the pits. Oh, and he almost overshot the pit entry there. Unfortunate for Robbo. The Mercedes team, get ready. It's the yellow medium tyres that go on. Just looking where Peaks is now. Peaks is coming around the penultimate corner. Robbo's still going down the pit lane. He's not exited yet. And I think Peaks is going to take the lead. Indeed he does. That spin was very costly there from Robbo, because he's actually joined in third place behind Matt. And don't forget he's got the penalty as well. So that has ruined Robbo's race. He's got to get half a second on Matt, 2.6 seconds on Peaks, and then create a 3-second advantage, although Matt's been given a penalty. So I think Robbo can still get second place here, but the win looks very unlikely at the moment. Peaks is doing a superb job. I know he's been away for a few weeks, but he's returned with a vengeance. He has got some pace, as the guy. And Matt, I'm impressed with Matt. His pace definitely seems to have improved. Let's see how he copes with the pressure of the World Championship leader right behind him. Got all three leaders within 3 seconds of each other. Matt sets the fastest lap of a 1:33.9. That's a brilliant lap time. I'm very impressed with that. If Matt shows this level of performance, speed and consistency, and can keep the rules, can keep the penalties down, I should say, don't count Matt out for a good result this Sunday. I still think Robbo's the man to beat, but I think Peaks' form is surprising, really. I am looking forward to this Sunday's race. It should be a cracker. We've got Peaks in first, we've got Matt in second, we've got Robbo in third, and then we've got ARK Scooby in fourth place. And then we've got Robbo lining up Matt for a move. He's got the ERS, the DRS, as clean as you like, gets it done before the corner. Matt doesn't want to give it up. He's right behind him. I think Robbo's going to have the move dealt with, although Matt's going to get DRS. Robbo sets a 133.6, that is mega. And he's created a bit of a gap between himself and Matt. Matt's got the DRS in the slipstream, but I think Matt's a little too far behind. And indeed he is. I think Robbo might have second place. But back at the front, it's Peaks leading with 3 laps to go. Remember that tyre strategy will play a part this Sunday. Be interesting to see who starts on the medium tyres. I dare say, if I was Robbo, I think I would consider starting on the medium tyres because that guy has got some pace. He might not get pole position, but I think Robbo's good enough to get third, second or third on mediums, I think. And that's no disrespect to the other drivers, but I genuinely do think he has that pace. And if he does that, who knows, he could well win this weekend's Russian Grand Prix. He's 9/10 of a second behind Peaks. Does he get the DRS? No, he must have just been outside the 1 second window. I think he will overtake Peaks. I think he will get first place, but to create a 3 second gap because of the penalty to keep first place, that I think that might be one step too far. Be interesting to see how Peaks copes with the pressure. His teammate has performed very well this season, currently leads the standings, has numerous race victories, very well respected in the paddock, very well liked. Robbo's getting ever closer. He's using his ERS, he's got the DRS wide open. Matt's been given another 3 second time penalty, so Robbo doesn't have to worry about Matt now. He's only looking ahead, and he's right behind Peaks. He's going to have the DRS on the start-finish straight. That's no doubt. Peaks, I must say, is doing a very good job of keeping Robbo behind, because he knows that Robbo has a 3 second penalty. And will Robbo be able to pass Peaks and create a 3 second gap? That I'm not so sure. He's got the DRS open, he's using his ERS, he's in the slipstream, he might well overtake Peaks here. He pulls behind him, he pulls alongside him, and that's a brilliant move down the inside. Oh, and he cut the corner a little bit, but he didn't get a penalty. Peaks is coming back at him. Oh, the Mercedes, oh, I thought they were going to collide there. Peaks knows he's just got to create. Oh, and Robbo's, I don't know whether Robbo let him pass there or not, but certainly Peaks is ahead of him, and he's got Matt right behind him now. He's right behind Peaks now, is Robbo. DRS, ERS, wow. And Peaks has thought, you know what, these guys have got penalties, I'm not going to fight with them. I'll inherit the positions anyway. And we start the final lap. It's Robbo who leads. Matt second, Peaks third, Scooby fourth. Although once the penalties have been applied, it will be Peaks from Robbo from Matt. Peaks is doing all he can to try and get past Matt. Robbo's on 4 lap old mediums, Matt's on 5 lap old mediums, and Peaks is on 7 lap old mediums, so I'm impressed. Peaks is on the oldest tyres, but he seems still very, very racy. On board with him now. I must say, Robbo's done a tremendous job. He needs 3 seconds. He needs a 3-second gap between himself and Peaks to get the victory, and it's currently at 2.5. Peaks lining up Matt here for a move. Down the inside. Oh, and there's a bit of squabbling going on. There's a bit of wheel banging going on. I think. Oh, there's a bit of a slide and Matt's. I think did they have a coming together there? Matt spun round. Peaks is going to inherit first place. And in the end it was 0.343. So it was less than 0.4 of a second between Peaks and between Robbo. Matt comes on third, ARK Scooby in fourth, and it's a win for Peaks, a win for the Mercedes team, a 1-2. Peaks, driver of the day, I'd go along with that. Tremendous performance there from Peaks. And now it's time for the champagne! Congratulations then to our top 3 once again. Peaks, Robbo, Matt and ARK Scooby. I'm sorry I don't know your name. So I'm just going to have to call you by your PSN name. That wraps up practice for this weekend's Top Gear E Racing League Russian Grand Prix. And that was very, very enjoyable. I can't wait for Sunday. Give me 1 second, YouTube, and I'll be back.
Don't let them get away from you. One of them might make a mistake that lets us back in.
Hello, Robbo?
That face, isn't it?
Just going to join up with the guys, do a couple of races with them. So you will hear some talking. So make sure you stick around and carry on watching the video. Hello, Robbo.
There we go. Okay.
Looks like you had an interesting race there, Robbo. How do you think you're going to get on Sunday? Looks like your teammate's got a bit of pace, though.
I'm actually quite happy about
Yeah, it was very enjoyable from where I was at.
That's why I spun as well. I was trying to kind of like
Yeah, I noticed you had a couple of spins there. It was
first one in a while, so I'll get it out right now.
there was one you had. There was one you had towards the end of sector 3, and then there was another one where you ended up colliding with the wall. And I said on live stream, I said if you did that in the race on Sunday, that would have been you out.
I clicked that inside curve.
Yep. It was. I caught it. Yep.
Shall we,
I'm still streaming now, actually. Bit of bonus content for the.
Did you enjoy the practice?
I did enjoy the practice. I said in the live stream that if I were you, I think I'd be tempted to qualify on mediums because you've got so much pace. I think.
Quite a big difference with Delta. I went 8 tenths quicker on a soft.
I don't feel like Pete's really got a fully clean lap though. I think he has more pace than that.
I know it'll be quick.
Shane, you got second last week, so don't let me down.
yeah. I got second, the only time he didn't wish me good luck.
Well, in that case then, I wish you all the worst luck in the world.
Yeah, thank you.
And retire from the first lap. If you actually retire on the first lap now, I'm going to feel so bad. Oh, it's a Ferrari one too. How interesting would that be if that happens this Sunday? More chance of Mazepin. Well, not crashing in the whole weekend, I think. Oh!
What's happened?
Robo, respect.
I was sitting in the car. Oh, box him in, box him in. No.
You've been awarded a time penalty for that last incident. DRS is now enabled.
Do you like this trip?
It is a nice car.
I think it's so what's no that.
Dirty air right here.
Nice move. Good job. This is your final lap of the race.
Hit the wall. 7-7.
Such tiny corner though.
That's funny, Dino.
He did some quite good defensive driving or something.
I don't even know. Interesting track once you get the flow of it. You guys like 4 seconds that faster at one point?
I don't even know.
I think my fastest lap was the 133. I'm pretty sure one you've got one. Yeah, fucking one. The 132 is my fastest. You are. In 2.5 seconds. Yeah.
I think that is actually one of my favourite cars.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think my favourite's Imola.
That's literally my least favourite. I don't know what it is. I'm not fast at all around there.
I do like Portimao and all.
Yeah.
I don't like any of the high downforce tracks.
Alright, where did you say you want to go? Brazil?
Sure.
Get some water.
Let's see. Brazil.
getting this.
Dino, are you there? Dino.
I'm here, yeah, I'm my mic on my wireless controller don't work.
Oh.
Like, the bit that you put the headset in is broken, so I've got to, when I'm talking to you, I've got to use my wired one, and then when I don't talk to you, when I'm racing, I've got to use the wireless. No, just
No, I'm eating chicken. Although, I'm not entirely sure I cooked it completely. No, it's not pink. It's just that when I cut it open, there was a tiny bit that was pink. I've just like gone to uni without any cooking skills and learning it all on the spot. So yeah, I made some banging meals. So I can't complain. Yeah. No. I did washing at home. No. That's all.
Right, Robbo, driving your buddy with bin washing van into drive-thru at McDonald's doesn't consist of cooking, okay? Oh, fucks.
I'll take that
Right, I'll talk to you guys after the race.
Okay.
I can't remember my Brazilian setup, or if it's good because it was made when it first came out.
I think it was the same since then. Can't remember if it differs because I'm not.
I can't remember. My wings are 10-4. I don't know if that's
What? No,
correct.
I use
10-4.
I use 8-10, so I'm You just got some bad throttle control.
I'm gonna try it. I was looking at it like, that doesn't look right, but...
You could have a nightmare of sector 2.
I feel like I can control it through sets too. But I can't remember if it was this setup. So I was pretty quick around there, I think. When we did that practice race before the season started.
This one?
Then a few, so yeah. Shane gets some crazy stuff. Oh, fuck. That's just been pushed off. Oh. Shit, so much on this thing there. Oh!
There.
Did the free ride. Oh, did you send it? Yeah.
I didn't even know he was on the inside. How far back was you?
Well, no, he was.
Oh. Oh, whoa!
Get out.
Does it look like a triangle right outside? Just that.
Oh no!
I'm down to the grass. Stay off the grass.
Right, do you know if you follow the RS? He'll catch us up, he knows what to take all that direction.
Okay, good work. Great pass. We've been awarded a time penalty that will go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
Go on.
I didn't know what was happening there. Really defensive move, isn't it? What the fuck? I blocked the inside as well, so he could do that. And he's
And
still
he did it
in
anyway.
the inside.
What a fucking hero.
Oh. Fucking hell. You see that, man?
I did, yeah.
It just came straight across me.
You alright, boys? You have a problem with my driving there?
You pulled off the same exact move Verstappen did.
Right, well, I had a collision with Matt on the start-finish straight, and that's why I went up the inside of you, Robbo, because there was nowhere else to go. Oh, that was fun, that. No. You decided to take me out. Let's go now.
Robbo decided to break. So.
Respect. Respect.
Alright. Let me look through the trucks. I don't mind, to be honest. Is that actually when he lost one? I thought you won. Oh yeah, he won that, didn't he?
Yeah, because you've won every race since, haven't you, Robbo? No. It feels like you have.
I swear. Like every weekend, I swear, it's like... Every weekend, I swear, it's congrats Robbo on another win, another dominant performance. Yeah. But you were always fast. I don't... How did, like, stuff happen in the race? Because, like, I think I wasn't there for a lot of those. That meant you didn't win it.
Mustn't take Robbo out. Mustn't take Robbo out. Mustn't take Robbo out. Mustn't take Robbo out. Mustn't take Robbo. Mustn't take Robbo out. Must not take the Mercedes of Robbo out. Must absolutely not, in any way, shape or form, take Robbo out. Sorry, let's take Robbo out.
Drive-through penalty. You have a drive-through penalty.
Oh no, Shane, you can go.
Oh, thank you.
These two, on the other hand, you want it? You can. I wasn't actually going to take you out there, but I thought. Sorry, why not? Respect! Respect!
You did send him into the exact barrel.
Oh, I missed him!
Ooh.